minutes ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And Hill running right through him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Give to Collins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Bootleg, Flacco. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play on 3rd for the Ravens. 47 yards. Here's Collins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now it's Flacco. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On 1st and goal, Collins. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Second down, Flacco now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 97 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now a play fake here on first down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. 10 more there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Passing play, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Flacco. Now he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, here's Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a symbol.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, Flacco to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Granted, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Rolling to his right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And Roethlisberger, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get out.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Flacco looks to throw. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman from 19 yards away. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, it's Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. They go play action with Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. On the counter, here's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Des Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Throwing Jones. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the give, this is Collins running left. He finds an opening past the 40. It's a room to maneuver. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First and 10 here for Flacco. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And some space here. Finding room at the 30. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Back to throw. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The clock showing just one tick. This for the win. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.